A very warm welcome back inside Stadthalle in Sursee, Switzerland. We are ready to bring you Game 5 of today. Spain versus Finland. The two teams are just about to get ready to make sure their starting lineups are the only players left on the team. Might as well get going on the starting lineups. We have yesterday's goal scorer. Look at this. A little four-legged friend somewhere on the court. We have a visitor from outside. The starting lineups from Spain is Sara Granada. It is Asier Sanchez, Antonio Rodriguez, and Miquel Villanueva, the goalkeeper. And who is that? Is that Jordi Valle, I believe? Yes, Jordi Valle. For Finland, it's Atsi Ahonen, the goalkeeper and captain. It's Kasper Voirunen, it's Jesse Mursu, Saila Lumi, or Anni Kirolainen. The second game today for Finland. They had a rough morning, losing to Denmark. It was somewhat expected, that loss, but nonetheless, of course, disappointment. During that game, Anna Kirolainen had to leave the game due to her chair malfunctioning. It's good to see her back. She clearly was able to fix the issue. It's a dedicated workshop here for players to fix minor malfunctions on their chairs, to make sure that they are spick and span in perfect working condition. The Finns won the coin toss and are about to get us going. I think we're just waiting for us to completely reach game time here at 4:30. Alongside me again, Jan Öniger, the former Swiss international.
Hi again.
And he and I both ready to guide you through this game. The Finns are in great position to, despite their early morning loss today, are in great position to make the semifinals. The Spanish have only played one game so far, beating Australia yesterday. So they are still alive as well, and a win here would be very big for them. Sara Granada and Rodriguez against Voirunen. Asier Sanchez, long arm, great reach. Team Spain, a bit of an unknown. They did not compete, neither did the Finns actually. Neither team competed in the 2018 World Cup. Because of all the COVID restrictions, not a lot of international tournaments have been played since then. So a bit of an unknown team, the Spanish, and they experimented a lot against Australia yesterday, and I think now we finally get to see what they are really made of.
The first moments didn't look so bad, so
A pass from Mursu. Hits his own T-stick player, Anni Kirolainen. Sanchez. Intercepted by Lumi. Here's Voirunen. Mursu. No more appropriate than this one, Finland versus Spain, for me to apologize if I'm getting any of these names wrong. I neither Spanish nor Finnish is my native tongue, and I'm struggling a bit, I must admit, but I'm doing the best I can. Jasper Voironen gets by Granada. Jesse Mursu. It's that Mursu-Voironen connection I think the Finns are trying to set up. Granada with high pressure from the T-stick. A shot but wide. Sanchez will take over. Met by Mursu. Hard fighting for it. Kodivaya here. Voironen takes over. Sanchez with the forechecking. Voironen.
No, feigns the shot there. Yeah. Oh, Asir Sanchez has a problem.
Some sort of issue with the chair.
Yeah.
Just gesticulating to his bench. Needs to focus now. The shot from Voironen goes wide. Rodriguez, maybe he just wants to get the ball out of bounds.
He does.
Finally does so, even though Voironen tried to stop him. And now referee Christopher Stormark will investigate what's going on. Looks like after all that Sanchez is essentially fine now.
Are they asking for technical? Yeah, his has a problem with his joystick now, I saw it.
Is it loose maybe?
Yeah.
Need to tighten up that.
Yeah, sometimes you need to stick that top part to it. I think it works.
Okay, we can get back to the game now. Finnish free ball. Mursu.
I expected them to play the ball to the Spanish, to be honest. But
I don't think you can say that the Spanish were in possession.
yeah,
Rodriguez was surrounded by Finns when he kicked it out of bounds. I think it's quite all right for the Finns to keep going. Here's Voironen, a save from Villanueva. Rodriguez dispossessed by Voironen. Back to Mursu, and the Finns will start over.
Asir Sanchez there putting on the pressure on Mursu.
He scurries back to his... Ooh, a shot from Voironen.
What a shot.
A lot of power, but wide of the net. Rodriguez tries to find Sanchez, but can't make the connection.
Didn't look up before he passed.
Mursu. Seemed like it was a small opening for the forehand shot. Again, Mursu. Interesting that Voironen doesn't take up... Mursu shot wide. Misfire from Jesse there. He sends it to Voironen, but Granada intercepts. Voironen digging it out of the boards. Oh, Sanchez very close to stealing that pass. Voironen.
Sanchez always trying to get there between.
Mursu, Voironen.
Quiet high there. No.
We'll have a Spanish timeout now, I believe. Yeah, they're still working on Sanchez's chair with now bringing in some tape. It's I think the joystick itself is loose.
Yeah, please shut the chair off. It was just still moving there.
So what's at stake in this game? Well, the Finns have already bagged a very important win against the Germans. Spain, of course, is have won their only game so far. They are a bit behind scheduling-wise. So they have 2 games tomorrow, which will be the ultimate test of them going up against Germany and Denmark. It's not completely outside the realm of possibility that the Spanish could put up a fight against the Germans, but definitely Finland remains the favorites to go through. If the Spanish win this, though, they will be right back in. They'll be right in there with the Finns in contention for that final semi-final spot. So still tied 5 minutes into the game, scoreless. We'll have our first Spanish substitution. Out goes Rodi Valle, and in comes Gabriel Calvo. Musu met by the tenacious Sada Granada. Shot from Waterman from a wide angle, stopped by Villanueva, who tries to screen away.
Yeah.
Deep pass from Rodriguez here. Again, a bit off target. Voirinen. Musu saved by Villanueva.
Calvo there. Wow.
Calvo fighting well here along the boards. He can pass it to Rodriguez now. Musu wins it ultimately. There's a small gap in the corner, but the Spanish able to take it away. Voirinen. Saved by Villanueva.
Great save.
Big mistake here from Rodriguez, turning the ball over right in front of his own net. Shot by Voirinen.
Great save again there.
Another save from
nice.
Villanueva. Great job by Calvo to stop the wraparound from Voirinen. Here's Musu.
Paints the ball there. Loses it.
Gloomy picks it up, gets it to Musu. Voirinen. Musu. Shot. Blocked by Calvo. It is last ditch defending from the Spanish right now. The Finns pouring on pressure. Sanchez going back. Voirinen just stays in possession, and he fires a shot. It's blocked by the defense. Rodriguez again spinning around. Maybe he should start taking a little bit. Musu with the
Range goal there.
the cheeky finish from behind the net, playing it off of Villanueva. So the Finns take the lead. It was bound to happen at some point with the amount of pressure they was pouring on. We do have a Spanish player waiting in the substitution box, but we'll postpone that till the next stoppage. Rodriguez to Sanchez, around Musu. Rodriguez to Sanchez. Has to pull it back out. A lot of contact here from Musu and Rodriguez. Play on, says the referee. Voirinen. Shot. Off the post. Here's Sanchez going back the other way. He gets screens from Calvo. He likes to shoot. I think he should have kept it for a few more yards. Here's Muasu. Finding Vortonen, a shot just wide and off the jumping referee Christopher Stormark. Sanchez. Rodriguez from way outside. Blocked by the Finnish defense, blocked out of bounds, and we'll have a Spanish free ball. And we'll get the substitution. It's Roger Badia subbing in for Sanchez or Rodriguez. It will be Sanchez. Maybe the issue with his joystick is still hampering him. So Badia makes it onto the court.
Yeah, it's really still an issue there. They're fixing it now.
Still working on Asier Sanchez's chair. Sanchez, the star of the Spanish team. Badia, though, showed flashes last night. The Finns are working on Petri Metikainen.
Pumping his wheels there.
Upping his tire pressure.
Yeah. Great team by Rodriguez there.
Rodriguez.
Didn't hesitate.
Rodriguez searching. Ooh, sends a pass, but it's a weak one. Ooh, Granada almost turns it in on goal. Muasu. Searching for Vortonen and a high ball, out of bounds anyway. Pretty good pass there from Muasu, and pretty good scoring opportunity for the Finns. Free ball Spain. Badia searching out Rodriguez in the right corner. Oh, Badia! That's a goal!
Yeah.
Wow! So Badia ties it up. In very much the same fashion as Muasu did. Oh boy! Yeah, I mean it's a cheeky angle shooting from behind the net, trying to send it off of the goalkeeper. Essentially the same thing Muasu did to Villanueva on the other end. So it's 1-1. The Spanish seem in no hurry to substitute Asier Sanchez back in. It's choosing to stay with Badia.
Yeah, I think Mats Ahonen tried to be safe that he covers the further corner, or like the corner that's on the other side, and anticipated a little bit too quick. I mean, there was not a lot of space between him and the post. So
it's questionable decision, but the playing with his left hand, he would have been a backhand out on the other side of the goal, and generally you need a little more time to finish that off. So Badia and Rodriguez in hot communication. Muosu. A Finnish substitution during that timeout. In comes Sami Ojala. Out goes Kasper Voironen. I think the offense from the Finns has been fine, basically. A lot of good saves from Mikael Villanueva.
Again.
And for the third time in this game, a shot from behind the net goes in. That's what do you think, Jan? Should they start putting people on the posts?
Yeah, I would recommend.
Stuffing the defenders on the post to fight this. I mean, so a little bit sloppy by Villanueva, opening that big gap. Padilla though the other way. Muosu on the, you see, guarding the post.
Did he really try it again there? No, I'm not sure.
I think it was Muosu getting to him. Kirolainen, Ojala, Badia. Granada in there, Badia gets rid of it. Muosu takes over. One more time, the Spanish aren't covering those.
What? But he was standing there. Okay. Yeah.
The call goes against the
whatever. Agree and disagree here.
Padilla tries the backhand pass, but it's intercepted by Muosu. Back the other way it goes, Ojala. Shot, scores. And Ojala is so dangerous in front of goal. Now the Finns take a 2-goal lead. Just pulls it back, gets rid of Rodriguez, and fires a shot into the net.
Really nice that he, with this stick movement, that he let Rodriguez just slip past him. So
just sailing by.
Yeah, really.
Did Rodriguez.
Put him on skates.
The surprising referee score mark. Here's Ojala. Ojala might just take it himself here. Calvo covering. Ojala's shot blocked by Rodriguez. Muosu with the rebound. Ojala can't quite corral it. Villanueva has no idea where the ball is, I think. Now though, might be able to find it. Well, is he stuck? Here's Muosu. Shot from Ojala, turned the other way. Badia now in on goal. Badia scores! Roger Badia pulls one back on the Finns. The youngster pumped up by the crowd.
Always it is loud Vamos after he scores a goal.
The young, excitable guy.
Absolutely.
Nice to see a guy like that having success. The Finns with a substitution. In comes Petri Metikainen, generally a starter for them. And out goes Saila Lumi. Ojala will win a free ball. He got the advantage. Play on, but when nothing came of it, he's now awarded a free ball. Oy, oy, oy. A lot of contact here. Shot by Ojala, and it just sneaks in underneath the stick of Mikel Villanueva. And it's right back to a 2-goal lead. It's Ojala, it's Badia going at it. Oh, just threaded the needle. Rodriguez met by Ojala. Rodriguez wins that little duel, but loses track of the ball. Ojala back the other way. Nice job by Calvo here. Spanish defense a tiny bit unorganized. There's a lot of yelling and pointing and gesticulating to each other. Ojala.
Yeah, they struggle a bit more than in the beginning.
Musu to Ojala. Oh, intercepted by Rodriguez. Back the other way. He's got Calvo with him.
Just give it back.
Oh. Just a little high, little frantic, too high of a speed. Couldn't quite control it. Calvo, great job defensively. Lets it go to Badia. Back to Rodriguez, but he can't control it. Ojala wins it over Granada in the end. Oh, oy. Rodriguez just gets in there to disrupt the shot from Ojala. It's underneath Ojala. Calvo wins it. Back to Ojala. Nice job by Calvo here. Can he get it to Badia? Probably. The wisest decision, but Metikainen there to shut it down. It's a nice move by Calvo, but it's always tough for the T-stick players to get rid of it, get it to one of the hand-stick players. Ooh, shot by Ojala, blocked by Calvo once again. Shot. Oh. Villanueva save. Metikainen to Ojala. Met by Calvo, great job. Taking away that narrow angle.
Again.
Rodriguez. To Badia met by Metikainen. Just in time by Petri Metikainen.
Metikainen is really a good defender and always solid.
Ojala. Oh, poked away by Rodriguez. Badia wins
nice
the ball. Oh.
Okay. Late call there.
It's called for moving his opponent's stick with his own. We get a substitution. Out goes Jesse Mursu and in Belerica Isometsa. Mursu had struggled to get it going. He failed to make an imprint on this game. It's been all Ojala so far. Itsumetsa, similar player type. The playmaker from deep. Trying to set up her teammates. Itsumetsa on a long trip around the net. She'll double back. Odivaye has entered the game for Spain instead of Granada. Zumetza sends it back. Odivaye had stars in his eyes but couldn't get there. Here comes Metikainen. Probably should pass it to Izumetsa.
Kau was trying to keep Atsu Ahonen out of the net. Finally, Atsu outsmarts him.
Izumetsa could have gone for goal herself, but passes it to Oyala's shot. A save. Izumetsa. Oh, Villanueva leaves his goal. Ooh. Nice play there by Villanueva, but the Finns are able to retain possession. That's a surprise. Izumetsa surely has made a mental note of that is something Villanueva has in his game. Shot and a save. Padilla takes it away. Sends it up court, but
it's a great pass.
Izumetsa. He went for the home run there, didn't he?
Yeah. All the way down.
Oyala, Izumetsa, but Padilla now may have an angle here. No, Oyala turns him away. The Spanish retain position. Great stuff here from Padilla. Tries to make a pass. Shots, passes all over the place. This Padilla, he's really putting his imprint on the game in Asia Sanchez's absence. Halftime here in Sursee. It's 4-1 Finland, but the Spanish have really come back into this game well, you'd have to say, and are by no means out of it yet. And an exciting second half is sure to follow. There's a 10-minute break here between halves, and we'll be right back with more. Welcome back to Stadthalle in Sursee. The Spanish horns and drums have quieted down just long enough for me to welcome you back. We are in the middle of a fairly exciting, or at least very interesting game between Finland and Spain. Finland has a 4-2 lead. They are the favorites coming into the game, but the Spanish are putting up quite a fight. They are making a substitution, one that Jan and I were discussing during halftime that we would like to see. It's the Sanchez and Padilla lineup, the two handstick players. They're here alongside Jordi Valle and Gabriel Calvo, and of course goalkeeper Mikel Villanueva. The Finns seemed unchanged. It's still Ojala, it's Elrike Itsometsa, it's Petri Metikainen, Anni Kyrylainen, and goalkeeper Atsi Ahonen. Well, as I say that, the Finns are signaling a change. Juha Palonen will make his entry instead of Ojala. We last saw Palonen crash out of the game against Denmark. His chair got flipped backwards, and we feared he might have hit his head on the floor, but he seems all right to play now, and surely that's good to see. Sanchez will take the playmaking responsibilities. So the young line of Padilla and Sanchez. Ooh, Padilla with the shot, whips the shot wide. Juha Palonen get his chance with the ball. His pass off target, and the Spanish will take over. He comes at a high speed. Sanchez driving into the Finnish defense. Takes a shot, but it's kept out by Ahonen. Palonen now back the other way. Still Palonen. Met by Calvo. Calvo, a tough defender. Palonen dribbling, blocked by Padilla. He sends it ahead to Calvo. Not sure what Calvo was supposed to do with it. Itsometsa picks his pocket. Shot blocked by Mikel Villanueva. Jordi Valle now tries to cover it off. Sanchez surrounded by Finns. Palonen. Palonen in on goal. Saved by Villanueva. To Sanchez.
Oh, nice.
Just what we were talking about. The Padilla-Sanchez lineup offers a lot of creativity, a lot of ball handling. And they, in the span of 2 minutes, have pulled one back on the Finns. Only a 1-goal deficit now, and I think the Finns are slightly surprised that they are having such a hard time shaking these Spanish. There's an issue with Mikel Villanueva's T-stick. He made a tough tackle on Palonen earlier, and that may have broken his stick. The Spanish been scrambling to find a substitute. They have 2 minutes to do so. It's a bit of a mad scramble because the Spanish haven't brought any other goalkeepers, so haven't dressed any other goalkeepers at least. Blue stick attached, and He's ready to get back in action. Referee Stormark just checking everything's in order. Metsa finds Palonen wide open. A shot, but saved by that new stick of Villanueva. That was a bit too easy. The Spanish defense gave up that open of a shot. They must be careful with the qualities Finnish shooters. Padilla loses Palonen. Padilla looking for Sanchez. Finds him off the board. Can he find a shot? No, Metikainen denies him. Sanchez. Backhand. Blocked by Isometsa. Sanchez though recovers. Padilla loses Palonen. Almost.
Padilla tried to trick Palonen here.
Oh, Sanchez!
So nice.
From distance finds a crack in the Finnish defense. And now this thing is getting interesting. Sanchez around Palonen and just shoots it from way outside in between multiple Finns. Finds a crack in the defense and ties this game up at 4. Now it's interesting, the Finns. Do they have any tricks up their sleeve? It was interesting the way Padilla tried to hide the ball on that play. Almost confusing Palonen. Not sure he bought it, but
he bought it enough too.
Just enough to spring Sanchez free for a shot on goal. Palonen then will seek to get his revenge. Still Palonen, a block from Metikainen. Turns it over, Padilla collects. He sends it ahead to Sanchez. A bit early. Sanchez rams right through the stick of Metikainen. Isometsa picks it up. She's met by Calvo. Sanchez on the other side. Sanchez now lagging. A screening violation from Kiirolainen here on Sanchez, and a book with a green card. And now the Spanish are bringing up Mikel Villanueva, their goalkeeper, to set screens here in the beginning. That's an interesting play. Timeout now, Team Finland. They have plenty to discuss. The Spanish just showed that little wrinkle of bringing up Villanueva to compete for that free ball. Still working on Badia's stick. Excuse me, on Villanueva's stick. So the Finnish will have to come up with a new plan for opening this Spanish defense. They haven't had much in terms of goal-scoring chances these first 4.5 minutes of the second half. Only really one nice offer from Palonen. He was very open, but saved by Mikel Villanueva. As we zoom in on the Spanish mascot. It's a squid of some sort, an octopus maybe.
like to know the Spanish word for it.
Well, I can't help you there. What's going on here with the referee?
Maybe someone can leave it in the comments for us too, so we can check and learn some Spanish.
The Spanish fans singing "Happy Birthday." I think Miguel Casado has his birthday today, sitting on the Spanish bench. He is being serenaded by the crowd. Padilla ready to get us going. Send it back to Sanchez. Kasper Voironen has entered the game for the Finns instead of Juha Palonen. Voironen wins the ball himself. He has immediate impact. He's been in the game for 10 seconds this time around. He dispossesses Sanchez and scores easily on Villanueva, who saves the first try, but can do nothing off the rebounds. Almost too easy for Voironen there. Quality defense from the Finnish player. Padilla. Now Voironen again going back the other way. Sanchez. A lot of physicality.
I really like Kasper. Kasper Voironen is really, it's a nice player. Never seen him before, but
certainly impressed me as well.
Really strong on the ball. And
great shot as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Active defender. Long reach. Always his stick is in there. Getting in the mix. It'll be a Finnish ball here off the out of bounds play. So the Finns right back in the lead. It has been with a small Finnish advantage throughout the game. And the Spanish will have to climb another hill. Voironen shot saved by Villanueva. Padilla, Voironen. Vallagrau here with the ball, but Isometsa shot scores. The Spanish defense a little bit out of balance, and Isometsa makes them pay from distance.
That was a good timeout, definitely.
Around the screen from Petr Metikainen, able to turn in the ball. So now the Spanish have dug themselves a hole again, down 6-4. They'll have to see if they can climb out of it. Isometsa back the other way. Isometsa is blocked by Valle. Here comes Padilla. Padilla, Sanchez calling for it. Can the two playmakers agree? Isometsa and Voironen in there. And they win the duel for the ball. Isometsa working on Sanchez. Sanchez with a little contact. Metikainen, the safety valve. Just down there to cover. Waiting for his playmaker to pick it up. Spanish must be aware at all times of the whereabouts of Voironen. Almost stolen by the Spain defense. Voironen. A lot of fighting going on here. I think Badia will win this. Just behind the goal. Badia tries to turn it in on Ahonen. Not this time. Voironen comes to harass him. Another shot and a score! Oh, he just kept working that little corner. And despite Voironen and Matsikainen being in pretty good position to try and stop him, somehow he finds a way through. Roger Badia not to be denied. Look at this stuff. Voironen right there. And Matsikainen and Ahonen, but somehow finds a way through. Tough luck there for the Finns. They were in great position to stop a shot like that. The power of the octopus. A 1-goal deficit now, 12 minutes to go. This is turning out to a very, very interesting, entertaining game. Back and forth action. Voironen, almost had a shot at it. Isometsa.
Yeah, we really didn't. I really have to be honest. I didn't really know what we were gonna expect here. But yeah, it turns out to be a really nice game. Really entertaining here.
Pleasant surprise. Onto the court. It's so entertaining. We miss substitutions left and right.
Oh, yeah.
Out has gone. I see it. Oh, shot saved by Villanueva. Spanish substitution. Out goes Asier Sanchez, and in comes Rodrigo Fernandez.
He was searching Calvo there.
Excuse me, Antonio Rodriguez has come in for Spain, number 8. Isomets are attacking. Sends it back to Matsikainen. Rodriguez chases after it. Voironen in possession now.
Yeah.
Voironen against Badia, gets around him and scores. Beautiful stuff from Voironen. Really, he is shining bright right now. So Badia maybe a little easy to get around him here.
Yeah.
You would wish you get more reaches for the ball. Mistake, he probably should have stopped Voironen's progress instead. So tempting to reach for the ball there. It seems like it's loose for a split second, but Voironen pulls it back and scores easily.
And there was also a bit of struggle that the Spanish forecheck for not really a good chance of the ball. And then 3 players were behind Voironen.
Tony Rodriguez being caught way high up the court. So that left Badia in a tough spot. Trying to defend the Voironen one-on-one. Power meets power. Rodriguez versus Voironen there. Badia picks it up. These are the shot but high. These are the mistakes that a young team, inexperienced team like Spain makes, over pursuing a loose ball. This is something veteran teams can't afford to do. We are about to get Juan Fernandez substituted in for the Spanish. Well, not yet, maybe. They will wait for the next time. Never mind all of that. Here comes Fernandez. Juan Fernandez instead of Calvo, Gabriel Calvo. Calvo a good defender, but the Spanish preferring to get another handstick player on the pitch. They are down 2 goals, and you need all the shooting, all the passing you can get. And Calvo being a T-stick player, there's just a limit to how much he can help in that part of the game. Voidonen shot. Oh, saved by Villanueva, but the ball bounces away from him and into the net. So it's 8-5 Finland, and that might be the decisive goal from Voidonen here. 3-goal deficit now for Spain.
Nailed the top in here.
Yes, Padilla, be careful with him in the corners. Passes it, tries to find Fernandez or Rodriguez, one of the two. Padilla harassed by both Isometsa and Voidonen. Rodriguez now with a chance. Voidonen defends well. The ball sent back to Padilla. Oh, met by 2 Finns, and Tony Rodriguez just makes it back in time. Oh no. Oh man. Yeah, the Spanish are...
Seem to be a little bit tired and unfocused.
Falling apart here.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Oh, what a pity.
Too bad, the Spanish. They had a pretty good chance in this game, I thought. But 4-goal difference now. With only 9 minutes to go, that's probably too big of an ask. Voidonen passes it back to Itsumetsa. Let's see if the Spanish can right the ship here. Padilla pressuring high up the court. Itsumetsa to Voidonen. Metikainen. Oh, sent away by Padilla. Voidonen.
Yeah, Finland definitely the driver's seat now.
Isometsa wraps it around for the 10th Finnish goal of the game.
Outplaying their experience, I'd say.
A Spanish timeout here, I think. A chance for the Spanish coach to settle down his troops. The game is out of hand now, but it's important to stay engaged, to not let this get completely out of hand. I think the score here is a bit misleading. I don't think the Finns were 5 goals better than the Spanish so far.
Yeah, definitely. No, in my eyes as well, yeah.
So if this were to go to 11 or 12 or 15 even, that would be a bit of a shame, as the Spanish really have put on a great show for us so far. They were tied at 4. I've lost the last 10 minutes or so by 6-1. Quick look at some of the Dutch fans. They are getting ready to see their guys in action at 6:15. They will face Team Canada. The last yet to play has entered the game, Jasmi Ahonen. Screaming and shouting from the Spanish fans behind us. Don't know if that makes it through the screen back home, but they are certainly still engaged. Itsumetsa to Voirinen.
No, that's...
Oi, oi, oi.
Oh, he didn't saw Matikainen on the other side.
Matikainen called for it, but
Yeah, really.
Voirinen was so wide open he could think of nothing else but a shot on goal. His backhand misses narrowly off the post. Voirinen again, Matikainen. Shot saved by Villanueva. Matikainen, the rare 1-point hand stick player. So that's around Horivaye. He's caught very high up now. Sumetsa. Met by Fernandez.
Yeah, she can take her time now. Finish her not in the urgent need of another goal.
Trying to grind away time here. The Spanish playing keep away from the Spanish. Here's the attack, a block from Jasmi Ahonen, a shot from a narrow angle. Saved by Villanueva. For now, I think the ball will be in the goal area. And so it was. A goal ball for Team Spain. We get another stoppage here. Some of the officials trying to make their way onto the court. I wonder what's going on here. Is it another speed control, maybe? Yep, Itsumetsa has been selected for speed control. So we will wait for that. So we await the results of the speed tests here. I'm not quite sure I see the point from the referees. Of course, the rules are rules and they must be followed, but in a game that is well and truly out of hand, only 5 minutes left, not sure I see the point of running a speed check at this late stage.
Maybe they want to bring in some drama here.
Well, it would certainly help us out, and it would help out the Spanish if
conspiracy
Enrique is caught speeding.
I really don't hope it's that point, but
probably not.
If so,
it's all part of the Illuminati plot.
it's a little bit too late. Only 5 minutes left for the Sursey miracle.
That would be quite something.
Yeah.
They're taking their time out there.
Yeah, really.
Now she makes her way off the rollers.
No.
Oh, surely not.
No.
She will,
No.
will receive a red card here.
No. Oh.
The second player today we have seen caught speeding.
I was really not aware of. I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
Bad joke.
The second
Aye,
time. Well, so
Really?
she little housekeeping. She receives a game match suspension. She's not allowed to return to the game, and her teammates must now play short-handed for 5 minutes, which is just about the exact remainder of this game. And even if the Spanish are to score, the Finns will not be allowed to bring in a new player. They are allowed, of course, substitutions if they wish. But always keeping in mind that Ulrika's classification points are still counting towards the team total. So they can't just change sub in anybody. So the Spanish given a lifeline here. Can they make up 5 goals in 5 minutes while playing 5 against 4? Little drama here at the end.
Are the Spanish preparing Asier Sanchez to come back in?
We saw the Italians play Team Holland earlier this afternoon and earlier today, and when Paraplegiker-Vereinigung was sent off for the same reason, the game got completely out of hand. It changed on a dime. It was a pretty close run affair up until that point, but the Dutch just kept piling on goals in that 5 minutes. So maybe the Spanish can do the same here. They need to hurry up a little bit. After all, they need to catch up 5 goals in 5 minutes. Shot saved by Ahonen. Padilla still searching. One of his another one of his corner shots. Ahonen, bit too inexperienced for that sort of thing. Padilla and Rodriguez. Padilla with a shot blocked by Väyrynen. Väyrynen certainly a candidate for player of the match, scoring multiple goals and playing great defense. Look at his reach here. He's trying to keep Padilla away from the corner.
Asier Sanchez is ready for.
Yeah, I was just wondering. This is the exact situation where a guy like Sanchez, who can do something creative and unexpected, they make the change. It's Tony Rodriguez, I think, will leave the field. He needs to hand over the captain's armband to a teammate. This case, Juan Fernandez. In comes Asier Sanchez, the aforementioned Sanchez. He and Padilla will be the architects behind this potential comeback. There's only 4 minutes left now.
They need to score really quick now, so.
It's about
But yeah, first.
Väyrynen wants to grind some time. Give the referees credit, though. They called for this strange speed test late in the game, and they were right. They were correct. Ulrika was speeding, and now the Spanish given a lifeline. A shot blocked by multiple Ahonens. Sanchez. Oh, no goal. Metikainen.
The Spanish need to work more with screens. Really, it hurts.
They need better screens. Time is ticking away.
Yeah. And especially in those situations when you can draw the defender off the goal crease, then you have to get someone behind him not to get him back in his position. Now there's a gap.
Shot saved by Ahonen.
Ahonen is just too cool for this.
Yep. Veteran, one of the all-time greats at this position.
Definitely. Yeah, I'd say Finland
is going to hang on here. Too cool for this sort of thing. Voivonen sends it to Metikainen. The Spanish need to bring some pressure. Metikainen sends it ahead.
now put the screens there.
Need to be quicker with the screens, the Spanish do. Oh, that man, the net was moved. I thought it was a goal for a moment. But Metikainen collects, Voivonen. Pretty good job of the Finns here salting this game away.
Yeah, really impressive. Without
being a man down and all.
Not really getting hurt.
Not getting carried away, just carrying on with business. Yeah, Voivonen keeps getting out of the Spanish pressure. Voivonen eventually is surely to, oh man, he gets it to Metikainen by hook or by crook. Metikainen now alone, he sends it around the boards. Finally Badia can collect. Voivonen still fighting for it. Fernandez met by Ahonen, Metikainen there. So only 40 seconds to go. By once again, Badia's shot blocked by the Finnish defense. Picks up his own rebound though. Time ticking away here. We'll give it another goal ball, I believe. If Ahonen can keep it under control.
Well, up to Ahonen is really, wow.
The veteran milking those last seconds from the clock. It's a 10-5 win for Finland. I think the game was closer than that. But maybe the Spanish, a little more experience, a little more cynicism in screening and defense would have been able to make this a game. But the game ends 10-5. This basically cements Finland's place in the semifinals. The Spanish will have to play for secondary positions. So, with the pictures here of the Spanish and Finn players congratulating each other on a well-fought game and celebrating with their fans. I think Jan and I will sign off for now. We will be back at 6:15 with Holland, Canada. Holland trying to lock down their Group A win, and Canada still looking for their first win of this tournament. So stay tuned for that. And for now, thanks for watching.
seen them before today in the morning. And please welcome again with the best fans here in the stadium. Please welcome the Netherlands. And the captain for this game, number 21, Steen van Zon. Number 78, Lucas Schell. Number 2, Ilse van Kemenade. Sorry. Number 7, with the number 9, Tim Hare. Number 11, Richard Kuspa. Number 14, Dennis van der Bomen. Number 17, Jules van der Heyden. Please welcome the coach, Dick Kochius. Assistant coach, Ad Hagenaars. And team manager, Rob Hansen. And they flew from over the ocean. They're wearing the maple leaf. Please welcome Team Canada! Let me introduce you to the team. Number 17, Jaden Shaban. Number 19, Scott Haycock. Number 21, Ramin Ronak. Number 88, Johnson Wilson. Number 97, Nasib Ogo. Number 15, Ryan Bellamy. Number 87, Michael Martins. Number 16, Rachel Dean. Number 44, Alex McLean. And wearing the 29, it's Megan Hines. Team Canada is coached by Seamus Britton. Rustam Itekov, assistant coach, and Emmett Britton, the team manager. The referees for today's game, Fabrizio Iotti, Matthias van Hover, Fabrizio Imparato. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you may stand up and enjoy the national anthem of the Netherlands. Please also enjoy the national anthem of Canada.
Welcome back for a final time here today in Stadthalle Sursee, where we are about to get ready for the final game of the day. This is game number 6 today. Canada versus Team Holland. The Dutch, of course, pre-tournament favorites. They have taken control of Group A after their win against Italy earlier today. And they are sort of in a one-on-one with Team Switzerland. They will be facing off tomorrow. So as a sort of dress rehearsal for that game, here they face the up-and-coming Canadian team. Team Canada still looking for their first win at these finals. They have, to be fair, struggled so far, taking a couple of big losses, but not to be discouraged. They are here to learn. They're here to continuously improve, and they have indeed improved by a lot since the last time we saw them. So step by step, steady on improvement. Pretty soon we're going to see them join the European teams atop the power chair hockey world. Starting lineup: Stijn van Zoon for Holland, the captain. The Dutch have rotated the captain's band. We've seen Dennis van der Bomen wear it. We've seen Katja Strijbosch. I think even Caminada had a game where she acted as the captain. But now Stijn van Zoon hasn't played a lot so far, but he will get a chance here against Canada. We have Daphne de Meyer, the T-stick player for Holland, along with Rudi Vella and Lucas Schell, alongside, of course, mainstay goalkeeper Katja Strijbosch. Facing off the other side, Team Canada, it's goalkeeper and captain Scott Haycock. It's Ramin Ronak. It is Nasib Ogo. It is Jaden Shaban and Johnson Wilson, the final handstick player for Team Canada. Alongside me, as always, is Jan Uniger, former Swiss international.
Hey
Jan,
there.
what are your expectations for this game?
Just exactly what happened right now. Yeah.
The Dutch, of course, major favorites for this game.
No, I really hope Canada can fight in a little and put his teeth into the legs of, or the wheels of the Dutch.
Yeah.
But it's really, that's a huge gap between those two teams. I mean, just like years and years of experience and just a young Canadian team. So, I mean, young, just like not experienced and not on this level. So, yeah.
It's maybe not a young team, but a young program.
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks.
A young organization that have so much to learn. It's tough being a team like Canada, trying to pick up the game from so far away. Of course, the European teams have been doing this for a long while, and they know all the ins and outs, all the tricks. And Canada really only ever gets to play the European teams every 4 years or so during these World Cup matchups, and it's hard to develop a culture in a program. Nasibogo, though, searching for a weakness in the Dutch defense. Maybe picks up a screen here from Ronak. Bogo. Still turned away by Schell. The Dutch purposely sitting back here, letting the Team Canada get their feet wet. Schell, though, pounces alongside de Meyer. They win the ball, and it's Rudi Vella taking over the And I think the Dutch have had the ball for a combined something like 15 or 20 seconds, and they're all already scored 2 goals. Doesn't take a lot when you have great creativity from Fella and a hard, precise shot from Lucas Schell.
Feller just gave Shell the time to make the drive behind the net, and then just waiting at the far post.
Ronak gets a go here.
With his special
one
stick
of the
handling there.
Of course, dealing with his disease, the spasms, muscle spasms.
Yes.
And it gives him a rather unique style of play. Always love watching Ramin Ronak. He's fighting so hard, always in there. And Schell picks up his second.
Third goal for the Netherlands after 2 minutes 48 seconds. Again, player number 78, Lucas Schell, on an assist of number 7, Rodi Feller.
Ronak then. He tries to fire a shot as he crosses midcourt. It's blocked by Lucas Schell, and he collects it himself. Here's Fella. Fella around the net. Yeah. Referee ball here. Maybe the ball gets stuck, or Wilson dropped his stick. Not for the first time in this tournament, it has to be said. He's playing fast and loose with the stick. It's a referee ball, so the 2 players will have to fight for it. One on Canada by Ogo in front of Fella, and Ronak. Arms and legs akimbo will collect in the corner. Here's Ogo.
Very impressive how Schell also shields the ball so well.
It's a testament to the depth of the Dutch that Lucas Schell has barely played so far this tournament. There's simply so much hand-stick talent on the Dutch roster that can be hard even for a quality player like Lucas Schell to grab some playing time. He's going to get plenty here, I imagine. But of course, he would prefer to be in there when they play the big dogs, when they play Swiss, the Italians. But he'll have to work harder and practice.
Yeah, let's see tomorrow if he gets a chance.
Tomorrow, the Dutch are going up against Team Switzerland in what honestly might be a preview of the final, the gold medal game. The Swiss and Dutch have seemed very strong. Save here by Haycock on the shot from Fella. And I wonder what the Dutch have in store for us tomorrow against the Swiss. We know the Swiss pretty well, but the Dutch, I think they might be caged. Might try to hide, keep some secrets for when they face the Swiss later on in the tournament. The defense stiffening up, tightening up a bit for Team Canada. And, of course, just as I say so, Lucas Schell finds his way through and punches in goal number 4 for Holland, for the Dutch.
Goal for the Netherlands is the third of today for number 78, Lucas Schell.
A 5-minute hat trick here from Lucas Schell. Nothing to sneeze at. Filler and Shell now alone with Haycock. Yeah, there was no chance of stopping that. Once the Dutch were allowed passage from behind the net there, it was a jailbreak.
The next goal for the Netherlands, making it 5-0. Again, it was player number 78, Lucas Snell, with his fourth goal of the day.
The Dutch getting closer to that 1 goal per minute pace we have seen a couple of times in this tournament in the early in games where the dominant team just keeps piling on. Usually it slows down a bit towards the end, but if anyone can keep up that pace, it's going to be the Dutch. Van Zoon to Villa. And some sort of screening violation, I think, called against the Dutch. We get our first substitution. In comes Megan Hines. Out goes Jaden Shaban.
Onto the field with the number 29, Megan Hines, replacing number 17, Jaden Shaban. 5-6-27.
So, Megan Hines subs in. That means that now actually there is a bit of experience for the Canadian team in there. 4 of the 5 players also took part in the 2018 World Cup down in Italy.
6 minutes and 39 seconds, scored by number 7, Robbie Feller.
Great show of his skills. Really.
He's,
really incredible skill play. Ooh, Raunak there. Almost.
you saw him tip over
yesterday,
or was it the day before? But this time keeps all 6 wheels to the ground.
Wow.
Just easy passing and shooting. I mean, when it's way easier than it looks, this, folks. But once you can do it, you can keep doing it over and over again, and the Dutch can do this all day.
His 5th goal of the match.
So the atmosphere in the arena here has tempered down quite a bit. We just got finished watching the Spanish team, who have very active and loud fans. The Dutch fans here a little bit more measured. They can tell that the Dutch are going to win this game easily. Off the crossbar. They somehow call this a goal. Interesting. Well, the rebound ends up with Feller, I thought, so he punched it in. Jan, shouldn't a shot on the crossbar be called a high ball?
Yeah, like you said, you mentioned that in the other game before, yeah. I also expected it's going to be a high ball, so yeah.
I think that would have avoided the goal.
Definitely.
Little surprised by that. That might prove crucial in some of the later games during this tournament. Of course, it's not of huge importance here. The game already over in terms of the competitive portion of it. Maybe the fans in the arena also struggling with the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I certainly.
Can someone bring a fan down here, please?
some ice chips maybe. It has gotten really hot in this arena. Of course, a heat wave washing over Central Europe, where Switzerland no exception. And it might, besides tiring out the players and sending sweat into their eyes, it actually has a pretty severe consequence in this game, where the power chairs have a built-in heat fuse that will switch off the chair if it gets too hot. We saw last night the very active Danish T-stick defender Christopher Hansen multiple times had to restart his chair, had to leave the court to cool down the chair. I think a Spanish player as well had to last night, and so it's actually a bit of a concern that the temperature gets so high. And you'd imagine once we get to the finals and the semifinals, the arena will be filled with fans and a lot of activity going on, and of course a lot of driving around. It's going to be intense and not a lot of standing still, so that could be an issue going forward.
78, Lucas, making it 9-0 for the Netherlands.
Yeah, I know from experience, you could put 10 ventilators on your wheelchair and it still would happen, because the engines can still get so warm. So yeah, not a lot to do about that.
Huge risk to run that all of a sudden at the worst possible time your chair gives out. That might force teams to rotate a little bit more to keep players fresh, first of all, but also to keep the chairs cool. Johnson Wilson here with the interception. Fella takes it back. Canadian goal ball here. A rare turnover for the Dutch. And let's see if Ogo will try his hand attacking. A shot. Oh! Deflected by Shell. This a high ball, surely. That's incredible. The shot from Ogo bounced off of Shell's stick and right in a beautiful, perfect arc into the goal. Way high, of course, the ball here. It was probably 2 meters into the air, but almost
been nice.
Able to pick up a goal here from Ogo with a little bit of a speculative shot from way down his own end of the court. Johnson Wilson fighting with Fella. Hines there helping out.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Franzone finds himself all alone.
Yeah, the Netherlands are still at their goal per minute rate.
Yeah, just barely. I mean, if the takeaway here tactically for the Canadians, once you decide on committing the entire team to keeping the Dutch behind the net, it's a decent strategy, yes, to force a turnover, but if you somehow allow the ball to squirt through, that means you're in deep trouble. I have to be better at shutting down your opponent when you have them dead to rights there behind the goal. The Netherlands again to that 1 goal a minute pace. But in 9 seconds they'll have to score another one.
Oh, Lucas Schell's number plate will soon fall off, I guess.
It's hanging by a thread, it's true. Bit of a bummer for Schell. He'll need to probably be substituted to fix it. Maybe they can tape it to his backrest there. Maybe he can make it to halftime. This fella. Blocked by Ogo. The shot from Filler. Excuse me.
Even the Dutch fans are too tired or have too warm to sing here.
Yes.
All alone.
Oy, oy, oy. Schell whips it way out of bounds. High ball, obviously. We get the Canadian substitution.
Substitution on Team Canada. Going on to the pitch, number 16, Rachel Dean, replacing number 88, Johnson Wilson.
Johnson Wilson will leave the court, and in comes Rachel Dean.
Time 12:03.
Jules van der Heyden gets also ready for a little shift in this game.
In the meantime, Ronak will try and create something for Team Canada. Oh. Spin shot, fella wins it, yep. And here's Schell. And zone back to Schell with his crooked number plate. Fella will follow Schell around the net. Curious action. Schell. Fella. Shot. Score. Here comes Van der Heyden, the substitution you mentioned, Jan, in for Fella. Very happy to see Van der Heyden in the getting back in the game, because the last time we saw him, he had to leave the court in the game against Italy, holding his leg. He suffers from a disease that gives him very brittle bones and doesn't take a lot of contact to actually fracture his bones. So I was afraid that was what happened there, but certainly he wouldn't play with a broken bone. So I guess we can conclude that he's okay. Oh, finds the back of the net here.
He looks really okay.
He looks all right, yeah.
Or not? Ah, no. Okay, it was a technical issue.
Timeout, the Netherlands, after 13:39.
So with a bit over 6 minutes to go in the first half, the Dutch will make use of their timeout in this half.
So I think it's more refreshing timeout.
We have seen about this time in games where the score has been this lopsided, the team ahead would call a timeout and then maybe change strategies, trying to do something a little more creative go away from their main strategy and maybe set up a T-stick player for a goal or something to that effect. Maybe that's what's going on in the Dutch huddle.
That's the most un-Dutch thing I heard at this World Cup so far.
You don't think that's possible, Jan? Well, the Dutch known for their no-nonsense approach.
Yeah.
We're gonna shoot. We're gonna keep shooting until you stop it. So maybe not. Maybe not even the Dutch will make that such a change. Canada will get us started.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't mean it disrespectful. It's just that the Dutch are not really are really a team that is strong on their hand stick. So actually, you don't see a lot of T-stick action or like, yeah, their T-sticks, they don't need to be around the ball because they always have at least two strong, skilled players around the ball. So yeah, the primary job of the T-stick in Holland is definitely not to be around the balls, but to just create space and with screens and open shooting and passing lanes.
As well as defense, of course. The T-stick players are key. They are almost as good as the hand stick players on defense. The ball's stuck underneath. I think Rachel Dean. The Mexican wave going here in the arena. The Dutch fans have woken up.
Did it for the camera.
The Dutch fans in these are known for how well they travel. They always show up and all over the globe whenever Dutch athletes are involved, be it bike racing, football, Formula One, of course. They're always dominating wherever they are,
And you can
having a party.
and you can always easily pick them out because they're so orange. So
They are very disciplined. Every single fan wearing orange.
absolutely,
The oranje.
that's really impressive. Yeah.
It can be like a completely orange wall sometimes, even on away games.
Yeah, I just remember the football European Championship in Switzerland, where you had a ocean of orange sometimes.
Kind of hiding.
Again there.
We will have yet another substitution. Out goes Lucas Schill. And then comes the Bowman. Van der Heiden's teammate in GP Bulls.
17 rules van der Heyden, making it 15-0 for the Netherlands after 16-14. And new on the pitch for the Netherlands with the number
Earlier this tournament we saw Denmark beating Australia 32-0. The Dutch is on pace to beat that record. See if they keep up the pace or if they let up slightly.
Yeah, I hope they slow down a bit. But yeah, I mean, all the power chair hockey players watching this stream, I think most of us remember our beginnings, so yeah, we all started with those results. I mean, yeah, you have to learn, you have to experiences, and yeah, losses are a big thing of the experience in the beginning. Nice.
Gives you some hair on your chest, and it's almost a rite of passage for a young program such as the Canadian one, such as your Swiss one, Jan, when you got started, that you always start out being beat by Holland.
Yeah.
The Netherlands will just show no mercy, and they're always so excellent teams that they really you really have no chance of really even competing with them when you're getting started.
Absolutely.
So much to learn.
Yeah, my first international appearance was against Holland, and we lost 22-1. So yeah,
that might even be considered a pretty good result, scoring wise at least.
Yeah, at least. I remember the goal by Roman Scherer, ex-player from Bern, really from the middle line, just trying his luck. He tried it a few times.
Much like Olgo did here.
Yeah, absolutely. And he was the only guy in our team that had a sports chair.
Okay, you were all playing your everyday chair?
Yeah.
Yep.
And the rest. Yeah, and he really had this nice black turbo twist, the first or second version of it.
Yeah.
And it was really,
yeah, that was quite something back then.
And that was like a kid's birthday when he got it, so really, really nice. Like I remember it really so well. And I mean at this World Championship, European Championship, we lost against Belgium with a really high margin, and also I think against Italy. So yeah.
Yeah, those first years are tough on the psyche, but if you can hang on through them, it only gets better. Speaking of sports chairs, the Canadian teams are all, except maybe for Scott Haycock, playing in their in sports chairs. That's a big difference from the last time, 4 years ago, when, as you described, many of the players were playing in their everyday chair, the chair they use privately around the house. And of course, that the performance on those chairs aren't nearly as good. And it's going to take more than technological advancements from Team Canada to catch up to Holland, I'm sure. But, only time and hard work will get you closer. What's your recommendation, Jan, for a young, struggling program like the Canadian?
Yeah, it's tough to say or hard to say. I don't know. Like I mean, when I compare Switzerland, we started to get going by visiting a lot of tournaments and playing a lot of games against also mostly better teams. And during the game you're always worrying and you can get frustrated, but in the end everyone can get something out of this.
It's all worth it in the end.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I mean,
hide behind his back.
But that's a bit the difficulties that you mentioned in the other game where we accommodated Canada. It's like I mean, it's nice that they have a program, but it's really difficult for them to find the games that are like where they can compete against teams that are better, but like not like better, not like that much better than Holland, but maybe on their level a bit. Yeah, maybe a bit better, and I mean that's really difficult for them.
The first half coming to an end here. It's 18-0 in 20 minutes of action. It's owing to the large difference in talent between the two teams and experience and all that kind of stuff Jan was talking about. We'll rest up, cool down now for the next 9 or so minutes, and we will be back with you for the second half. For the final time today, I would like to welcome you back to Stadthalle in Sursee, Switzerland, where we are ready with our second half of Game 6 of today. It's Netherlands and Canada going at it. It's quite a big gap in skill and talent here between the two teams. Holland is up 18-0 at halftime. So it's quite a massacre so far, but the Dutch showing no signs of slowing down. Here's a pass across, and Hayden find it. The Canadians are just trying to limit the damages.
Two substitutions on the Netherlands during the break. Newly on the field with number 11, Richard.
So as the stadium announcer points out, the Dutch have made two substitutions during the half-time break. Ilse van Kamenade and Richard Goudswaard entered the game instead of Van Zoon and De Meyer.
Wow. What a slash.
Absolute reckless abandon. Ronek.
Oh no.
Somehow the ball snuck in.
Was it a tasty goal? I'm not quite sure.
Was that Richard?
I guess so, like from his reaction. Let's see.
2 points, says the fans behind us. That might be Richard. I think referee Matthias Verhoeven will figure it out with the timekeeper's table.
Now we can see.
By number 11, Zorko for 2 points.
And now, as if things couldn't get any worse for the Canadians, they give up a T-stick goal. Looked a little weird. I didn't quite see what happened, but somehow Goudswaard, number 11, was able to poke it through. In power chair hockey, a T-stick goal is rewarded with 2 points. So the lead up to 20 now. We have seen quite a number of T-stick goals the last couple of days.
Yeah,
what is this, number 4?
Yeah, that's number 4.
Yeah, Jan is keeping track.
Yeah.
Jan, a T-stick player himself. So he's keeping notes on that by 4 different players.
Yeah, this club is growing.
The World Cup T-stick goal club started out by having no members before the tournament, and Sara Granada opened up this, I guess, founded the club yesterday for Spain against Australia. And then she was joined by Kieran Watts of Australia today, and Goudswaard here as well. And who am I missing?
Dave Inhilde.
It was Dave Inhilde, of course, for your teammate through many years of international Swiss play.
And we have a honorable mention. That's Roman Hill from Germany. I really like the German approach, that they really tried everything to make him succeed.
The Germans
were unlucky in the end, but
the Germans were blowing out Australia, much like the Dutch are doing here to the Team Canada. But they just switched up their entire approach. All they wanted to do through the entire game was to set up Roman Hill to get a T-stick goal, and he had 5 or 6 great looks at it, couldn't convert, and so ultimately it ended up being the Australians setting their guy up, Kieran Watts, their captain, and he ended up scoring a T-stick goal despite the Germans spending the entire game trying to get one on their own. Shot from very far down court. I think it was maybe a pass to Van der Heijden. Ogle picks it up.
Ronak just missed it. by some centimeters.
He had a
He had a chance on, I think. There was no Dutch defender between.
Ronak now leading the pressure here from Canada. Maybe that's seems to be a strategic change. Maybe a little more activity from Team Canada. He switches with Ogo now. And remember, for Canada, this is all about improving as a team, as a program. They obviously did not ever hope to beat the Dutch. They know they are completely outclassed. But they're going to have a placement game later. Probably the 9-10 match. In all likelihood against Australia. Though nothing's for certain yet, but it'll be a rematch of the same game 4 years ago in Italy, where the Canadians did come out on top despite having taken larger losses than Australia throughout the tournament. But once we got to the game, the Canadians seemed more ready, playing more positively, more active on defense, better offense generally as well. So they are trying to repeat that win over their sort of mini rivalry with Australia.
Like the two non-Europeans battling each other. Yeah. And I thought, I remember this game was quite entertaining back then.
I definitely had a great time. I was doing the live commentary as well for that game, and it's really interesting to see a clash of style and to see the teams when they got a little space, a little air, a little space to play. It was quite interesting to see what they were really all about. I wish we would see more of that the tournament structure would lead to more such games. It's a pass from the Bowman to Caminade, who turns it in with the backhand. I don't know if this is normal on every team. Jan, maybe you can help me out here, but I know the Danes have a prize every time a new player scores with the backhand. They must buy a round of beers for the team. Caminade has been with the Dutch for many years, so this is certainly not her first backhand goal, but it's a little extra something when you score by the backhand. Generally most players' strongest shot is with the forehand.
That explains a lot about the Danes.
Here's a penalty for Team Holland. Van der Bowman with the biggest chance in the game to make it 23-0. Scott Haycock will try and stop him. And he can't. Bowman, clinical finish from Van der Bowman to make it 23-0.
And I have to add, just about what you said, that they have to buy a 6-pack of beer, you said, or what? Yeah.
Yeah, any debut backhand goal requires a round of beer for the team.
I don't know, I mean, like, if the Swiss coach, our assistant coach Rafael Mattis is listening, and if he does, like, I can assure you, he would not appreciate when we would celebrate backhand goals with alcohol or like with beer. So maybe we have to think of something else.
Since the introduction of that little rule or tradition, alcohol has been banned in the Danish camp as well. So they are actually keeping score. They're keeping a running tab open, and they will settle after the tournament at the team party, I think. So
Yeah.
I think Katrine Jensen, for example, has already a long list of that kind of debt, I guess.
Okay.
Scoring both her first goal and her first backhand goal in the game against Australia earlier in the tournament. Well, enough about drunk Danes. back to the game. Dennis van der Bomen making it 24-0. And really they are just, I guess maybe they're shooting for the record of this tournament. Denmark beat Australia 32-0. So that might be what the Dutch are going for. Blocking violation gives the Canadians a free ball here. They can shoot directly if they wish. My guess is they do wish.
I think that's the longest time that the Canadians are in the Dutch defensive zone.
Offensive zone, yes.
That they're in their offensive zone, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Some sort of violation. I think the ball didn't even touch Alex McLean, and you can't play the ball without a teammate touching it.
You can shoot it directly, but you cannot you cannot tip it off and then just regain it. That's not possible.
Alex McLean has come into the game for Canada during
our alcohol talks.
Our alcohol talk. Out went Rachel Dean. They have another substitution lined up, and I think they'll get to make it now as Fabrizio Iotti, the third referee, has completed checks of Jaden Shaban's chair. Long pass, almost intercepted by Ogo. McLean and Ogo combined to win this ball.
Yeah, the Dutch really took a lot of speed out of it.
So it's 2-on-1 in the corner. Ronak sends it out. Van der Heijden back to collect. Van der Bomen with a snappy backhand pass towards Van der Heijden. Bad luck there. A shot that was off target, but turned in by Ogo himself.
By number 14, Dennis van der Bomen, 7:58.
We'll call that a Van der Bomen goal.
Substitution on Team Canada with number 17 returning.
Fair Ogo of the own goal. Jaden Shaban.
For Alex McLean.
I'm guessing could be French. Shaban.
Shaban.
I'm going with Shaban. Enters the game. It's a short stint for Alex McLean.
Yeah.
Who were also with the team in 2018 when we last saw the Canadians.
Team here is also ready for short shift in this game.
Along with Stein van Zoon. He's been in already. Shaban now. Van der Bomen. Blocked by Rona.
Wow.
He can get a counterattack going here by himself. He has Ogo on top, up top if he wants him. Ooh, he tries to
connect.
Sort of blocking violation here. It was a nice try here from the two Canadian handstick players trying to link up for a shot on goal.
for number 17, Jules
So
Mongrain.
in comes
And
Stein van
number
Zoon
9,
and
coming
Tim
on
Here
for number 14, Dennis van der Bomen.
in for Van der Bomen and Van der Heijden. We haven't seen the new Dutch lineup of the new chain of Here, Van der Bomen, and Vella or Van der Heijden. We got a glimpse of that during the Italy game. Van der Bomen has been reclassified from 4 classification points down to 3.5, which opens up a new list of possibilities, a new lineup for the Dutch. If they bring in Strijbos and Gauschwartz, who only counts for half a point each, they can get an amazing amount of hand-stick talent on the court at the same time with Here, Van der Bomen, and either of Vella or Van der Heijden. Here goes Here around the net. Haycock there to stop him. Van Zoon leaves it for Here. A ton of contact here. Play on, says the referee, giving the advantage to the Dutch.
There behind there's a big gap.
Won't go back the other way. He just sends it deep into the Dutch defensive zone. Always on the edge of control is Ramin Ronak. Whoop. Oof. More contact here between Ronak and a Dutchman.
Ronak even tried to catch his ball with his own foot. Glad nothing happened.
Backhand shot by Ogo, but no Canadians there to follow up.
And Tim Here was ready. Absolutely. Now. Took him too long.
Oh
wow.
A spinning shot around the back.
Nice pass.
Oy.
Oh. He feigned.
Just miss-hit that. Did Ogo. That's sign of life here from Canada. Trying to get on the scoreboard. Ton of contact in front. Clear that the renewed confidence from the Canadians after getting a couple of shots on goal. Doesn't take a whole lot to turn that frown upside down. Oh. Canada defending well. Just wide.
Broken streak by Wilson. Oh,
and Wilson broke his stick again. Shaking his head. I think he'd be better off getting rid of it, but you can't throw your equipment. Now he does, though. Okay, so the Dutch take a timeout, and then Johnson Wilson knows what to put on his wish list for his upcoming birthday. He needs another stick. Probably he brought a reserve, but he hasn't been going through equipment pretty quickly this tournament. There we go. The Dutch not even huddling up on the bench here during that timeout. It seemed like it was almost to help Wilson out. Oh, now we get the timeout after a technical timeout first to allow Wilson to fix his equipment. So 7 minutes to go. The Dutch need to will have to return to their 1 goal a minute pace in order to beat the Danes' record of 32-0 that they got in the opening game against Australia. It's I don't know how valuable that type of distinction is. I think both the Danes and the Dutch today could have scored many more goals if they really wanted to, but nevertheless, it's a spot in the history books.
Would it be Guinness World Records?
I'm not sure. Not sure that even Guinness keeps tabs on PCA results.
I know I heard about the result, like 43-1 or something. But I don't remember where it was. But yeah, and it was not on the international display. But like, I think that's the highest that I ever heard. My highest loss was 25-5.
Okay.
Ah, no, it was 22-1 because that's 21 goals. Yeah, the gap was even bigger. Yeah.
Fella has entered the game instead of Caminada.
No, he missed it.
Oh, Bronak missed it again. Come on. Back to Wilson. New stick and all. Fella shot. Kept out by Ogo. And sent high.
High ball. Yeah. That's four.
It shows you Fella subbing in for Caminada. It shows you the Dutch not even making use of all their 12 classification points. They were at 9 at one point, I noticed. So I think now they're up to 11 maybe. They still have 1 to work with. Shot from Ronak, just wide.
I think the far post was open, no?
I think it would have taken a little bit more to beat Katrik Freiburg, yeah. Ire. Oh! Somehow over the net. Johnson Wilson
That's not
gives
his
it a whack, shakes his head. He knew that was high.
own stick, I guess.
Yeah, it might not be his own stick, so kept out by Haykar. Oh, Here. Out to Van Schoen. Have a referee ball. Fela wins it with the backhand. Shot and a score from Fela. You leave him that much space, nothing a goalkeeper can do in that situation. He's going to score every time.
Goal for the Netherlands by number 7, Rui Fella. Making 26-0 for the Netherlands.
5 minutes left until school is out for today. Oh, Ronek gets by multiple Dutch defenders, but ultimately Fella in here takes it away from him. Ooh. Oi. Wow, what a pass from here. How did he thread that?
I have no
Goal
clue.
for the Netherlands, again by number 7, Rui Fella.
Magician here.
27-0 for the Netherlands, 15-30.
So in a lopsided game like this, we can start bringing you some advertisements for... Oh, nice tackle here by Ogo. We can bring you some advertisements for the games tomorrow. We start off once again at 9:30 with the Italy versus Canada. So Canada will have to... It's going to be a quick turnaround for Canada. They will have to get ready early morning against another top team in Italy. Then at 11:15, it's Spain versus Germany. Spain showed more life than I expected, and than most expected at least, against Finland earlier today. So it'll be interesting to see if they can do anything about the Germans. Then the headline match at 1 o'clock. It's the hometown Swiss against these Dutch players. That will be a game for Group A supremacy. We'll see how hard they will fight for it. I think both teams would prefer to avoid Denmark in the semifinals, so the winner will get Finland in all likelihood. So that's on the line there. We'll see how. Also, of course, bragging rights is always on the line, and there's a bit of a rivalry, I think, developing between Swiss and the Dutch, and we will get another episode in that tomorrow. That's at 1. 14:45, 2:45. It's Australia and Finland. Australia looking for their first win of World Cup competition. Finland are just about ready to go to the semi-final. They have punched their ticket. So maybe we'll get some alternative lineups and some fun there. We have Canada-Belgium in a game that Belgium will look forward to. They have had a lot of tough opponents. Switzerland, the Dutch, and Italy. They have taken it on the chin so far. Maybe against these Canadians, they will get a chance to show off their skills, stretch their legs a little bit. That's at 4:30. 4:30. And then to round out the day, to round out the group stages, it's Denmark versus Spain. Denmark also ready for the semi-final, but the Spanish were a entertaining group. So they might make it a game against Denmark as well. The beat goes on. The Dutch make it 28-0. So tomorrow, Friday, marks the end of the group stages, and with both sets of semifinal spots already decided. We are looking forward to Saturday when we will see games between number 3 and 4 of each group, and of course the semifinals. The semifinals begins at 2 and 4:15 as well. So the game's a little more spaced out on Saturday. As they're on the platform.
Who was it? Sorry. It was like a Gausswart again.
Gausswart with another goal.
So he has to create his own club now.
I guess he found the true T-stick goals club. Oh man!
Oh, nice, really.
Richard Gausswart, such a nice guy, enthusiastic. Always, he just truly loves this game, and to see him have a little success here, personal success as well. Well, it's a bit of good news coming out of this game.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to see, definitely.
And he also, obviously, his goals counts double. Uh-oh, Ogo back the other way, shot! Hey! He snuck it in underneath Streibusch. Looked like Streibusch had saved it, but it just snuck in. And the Dutch players are laughing here. Team Canada gets on the scoreboard. Beautiful stuff here by Ogo. He takes a shot from far out, and the ball just sneaks in. The Canadian fans are going crazy. Even the Dutch fans are joining the fun here. Oh, shot from Fela, saved by Haycock.
The arena announcer is quite happy about that goal.
Yes, I think that's a unanimous feeling in the crowd. Canada finally getting on the board. So
not sure if the Dutch players are too
high
happy
ball play
about
on,
it.
says the referee.
Goal crease area. Goalkeeper's
So
area, sorry.
the goal disallowed. And I think the referee believes that Tim Hira was in the goal area.
The Dutch assistant coach asking for video assistant referee.
No VAR here, of course. I hardly think that would be necessary in a game where the score is 30-1. 1 minute left. The Dutch, it seems, are going to miss out on the biggest margin of victory. The goal from Ogo may have just put that out of reach.
Yeah. Maybe they're in for one more, but let's see.
Here. Shut down by Shaban. Nice job. Ronek swats it away. The big fly swatter heads to his right hand. The Dutch counting down the game clock, and Fella gets the drift. He rewards them with a goal number 31. Well, I guess not 31. I guess it's been only 29 goals, but Richard Gausswart's 2 scores counts double. 29 times Scott Haycock has been passed for Canada. That ends the game here. A bit of a slog, a little bit of a long walk, but little excitement here at the end. The double goals from Richard Gausswart, the all-time top-scoring T-stick player in World Cup history, and of course Canada opening their account as well late early on by Nasib Ogo sneaking a shot by Katharina Streibusch. I think it's high time for me and Jan Oniger to bid you farewell. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll join us again tomorrow morning, 9:30, Italy versus these same Canadians. Until then, so long and thanks for watching.
Have a great evening. Bye-bye.